must apologise. As you can see, vertical and horizontal stabiliser are on the airplane. I wanted to show you the process on how I do that, which is pretty simple, and most people probably do it very similar. A lot of measuring and messing about, a lot of lining up by eye. I like things to look right by eye. If an airplane looks aesthetically right by eye, it usually is fairly close. Not only that, that's where you want it to be. You don't want it to be sitting on the ground looking like the tail's on the wong, although the measurements are spot on. You know, it needs to look like a spot on as well. But anyway, so basically, me and my little fat fingers again didn't get quite right on the record button, and I missed a lot of the good filming of doing the tail plane. But basically, just to let you know what I've done, this one is put on with 2 dowels, okay, which is basically the same as a carbon rod or a tube. Come through the tail plane right through from one side to the other, and 2 vertical ones here for the vertical stabiliser. If the kit's been built correctly and straight on the bench, by rights, you can't really go wrong with them. There's a little bit of movement you got on them, but not a lot. So you know, I usually dry fit them, check them, measure them. I measure from the corner of the horizontal stabiliser. Not usually, I don't normally include the tip. I'll go from where the tip was glued on, and I'll go to the corner of the aileron here, or I'll go to the corner of the flap here to here. So I do that measurement on both sides. That's looking for the measurement to check that that's on that way. I'll then do the tail, obviously by eye to get it straight upwards, and with a set square as well. It's very awkward to find somewhere to set square off an airplane, especially when you've got a rounded fuselage. So that's why I really like having the wing on the airplane, and the airplane set up as level as possible, and then get the vertical stabiliser as dead right angled and as straight as possible, which I'm very happy with on this one. You can use a spirit level, but then again, there should be a certain amount of contour on the vertical stabiliser, so spirit level again can't be 100% accurate. So it's quite awkward, and a lot of eye work is really needed. But once the vertical stabiliser is where you want it, and that is glued and secure, then you need to use the vertical stabiliser down onto these 2s, and I will take from point here down, and I will again do inside. I won't include these bits because they could be a little bit different, 1 or 2 millimeters difference in size. It's only sanded by my eye, so I shall go to that line there and the line there, measure up to there, and probably here as well, just to check 2 points. And when I'm happy with that, that I will put a little dab of super glue on to make certain that they don't move and they're in the right place, CA glue, and then I mix up a bit of epoxy, and I usually epoxy them in none. These are not going to be removable, so there's no worries there. So obviously the wing's removable, but that's all that will be removable on this one, and that's how I do it. Now we have done that, I can dismantle the airplane now, get the fuselage on the bench, and finish all my sheeting. So, and now I know where my sheeting's got to come to, so it's a lovely little, that's all worked out perfect. You can see where the fuselage edge and hair, so that is going to come, so that these are going to really mould in nice to that, nicely. Mould in round here. This is still curved up to here, and obviously come round the tail plane. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. That's going to come in nicely, and that's going to look the part when it's done, I hope. So yeah, very pleased. I've got a bit of extra sanding to do off here. I can see that by eye, but the vertical stabiliser is straight, it is dead lined, what's happened is this little bit that goes on here that's just a lump of solid balsa, I've just not sanded it quite dead right, and couldn't see it before, but now it's on the airplane and you look from the back of the stabiliser, you can see it just comes out a little, and that's just a case of sanding that off, so that'll be perfect when it's done. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that. Like I do apologise that you didn't see me sticking them on, but it was a sort of longish process, so it was messing about for probably 2 hours. Yeah, so it might have been a bit of a boring film, to be honest, and you'd have just seen me swear a lot, throw the tape measure across the room a couple of times, but yeah, now it's done. I'm quite pleased with it, and we can carry on and crack on. So thank anybody for the comments I had. I had some good comments. One guy asked about the gear door. I'm going to try and make up a full gear door for the front nose wheel. And I'm going to use, I'm not going to use a servo and a timing system for shutting the gear door. I have actually got one somewhere, but I'm probably going to use a spring and spring elastic band type with a little lever, so as the wheel goes down it will pull on the spring or the elastic band, whatever I sort of use, and that will pull the gear door shut. That's what I'm sort of thinking on. The main gear I'm probably just going to put spats on and not bother with doors as such. There can be a lot of hassle, keep dragging on grass and catching and falling off, and if you have a belly landing because one retract has gone wrong or doesn't go down or up, or you know, there's always gear door that are splattered all over the field. So I don't tend to get overexcited with gear door, but it's nice to have them, I must admit, and they do look nice when they're scaled and done well. So that's my plans with the gear door. And another guy mentioned that my unboxing was not unboxing. It was a box, showed you inside and then pulled the stuff out and then showed you stuff when it was out. I'm still learning at this. I thought that there was kids who do unboxing, but if people like unboxing, then yeah, I shall, on the next kit I shall do unboxing properly when I do it. But I mean, I'm not going to ever be building any foam models or anything, so I'm not going to be unboxing anything interesting where the fuselage is made up and the wing is made up and everything is in it or anything. The next kit is very likely to be a Brian Taylor or Nighthouse kit, which is basically going to be elastic band around a load of wood with a plan stuck in there. So that's what there's probably going to be. I think I mentioned, I can't remember if I mentioned or not, I quite fancy doing a Brian Taylor Hurricane next time. Saying that, I am now wavering a little bit towards a Typhoon, 70-inch Typhoon, that kit that I've seen. Again, I think that is Brian Taylor. It'll just come in the wooden pack. I'll probably order it laser cut, and the plan, cowling and canopy. And the other airplane I fancy building, because I have got a sort of 80cc equivalent electric motor coming up spare that's going to need a job, was I quite fancied what they call farm mule, basically as a crop sprayer. So it would be like Dusty the crop sprayer off Planes, the cartoon, that type of airplane, but it's sort of like a 90 to 100-inch one, wingspan, and that motor would fit in there nicely and drag a nice big 24-26-inch prop round, which make that, I just quite fancy one of them. They're not my type of airplane really. I usually like scale fighters and stuff that'll whip along the runway at 3 foot and, you know, climb and do a nice roll. But there's just something about them. I just like them when they fly past. Something about crop sprayers I've always liked. So I've always fancied doing one of them, and that's another one I quite fancy the idea of doing. And the other one that I might be ordering as well is, I'm not certain who it's designed by, but I can get the plan and the wood pack pre-cut laser cut if I want, and that is an ME262. I think that's a 54-inch wingspan. The reason again for buying that is because I've actually got a lovely pair 12 blade 70mm fans and speed controllers. They're paired up especially for a twin on a 6-cell system. They should power that just perfect. So that's what I was thinking, but we shall see. Got a long way to go with this one yet, but I will start thinking about ordering the next kit soon, just so it's hair ready. Alright, okay, hope you enjoyed this video. Keep the comments coming. You know, thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you want, and yeah, have a good weekend, and I shall hopefully get some filming done over the weekend, and hopefully we'll see some more of this fuselage getting finished, and I'll see you soon. Okay, thank you, bye.